The breaking news from the Brics summit is that on the final day, Putin introduced the Brics currency. Why it is important? Because as you know, the Brics countries want uh, to have economies which can exchange their trade using the local currencies of those countries instead of the US dollars, which was de facto the world currency so far. So this was helping US to do things which are not possible for other countries because when US dollar was used everywhere, all the international transactions, all the international trade was done using dollars. So the dollar was very strong. So the benefit of this was for US was that they would print their dollars and finance the wars like it used to help Israel with financial aid so that Israel can do wars in the Middle East. Similarly, the the military of US is everywhere. They have military bases, many military bases in the Middle East, in other parts of the world, and all the expenses are done by US, and it is able to afford to because the US dollar is very strong. It does not go down like uh, for any other country if they are printing large amounts of their currency. So, mm, regardless of their economy is strong or weak, if they spend more than what they are earning, so the value of their currency goes down. But in case of US, you see, US has a very large debt, something to the tune of 33% of its economy. But still, US dollar does not go down because it is a world currency, and uh, for because every country is using it for their transactions, they keep their reserves like foreign reserves. Every country keeps US dollars. Like India has a foreign reserve of something like uh, 600 billion dollars because you need to keep foreign reserve, otherwise you will not be able to do international trade. So that is why the dollar was. Just imagine what is the scenario. The scenario is that suppose US dollars in the whole world kept by different countries, and the US itself is more than the economy of the US, right? Like the economy of US is something like $17 billion, I guess. And then how much US dollars are there around the world kept by different countries? So it would be something like uh, more than total US currency means including the US and other countries, it could be more than $25 billion. I have no figure, but you can assume something like that. So now, if the US prints $5 billion currency and give it to Israel, so the value of the dollar does not go down, and still $5 billion is a big amount, right? So the this is how things have been going, and US has been giving large financial aid to Israel. Now, what can happen? So, when introduction of a Brics currency, now the Brics countries will be doing trade using the Brics currency, They will not be using dollars. So US dollars value will go down, right? Because these countries foreign exchange will be in the form of Brics currency and not US dollars. And these countries are increasing in number. Like there were nine countries members in Brics 2024. Nine more have been added, and something like 42 countries are interested to join in. So they will be joining slowly, maybe 2 years, 3 years, and after that, some more countries may be interested. So the total size, economic size of the BRICS countries will become far bigger than the NATO countries or G7 or the West countries, and they will have more impact. So afterwards, when the value of the dollar goes down, then US will not be able to finance Israel like this. Like say 10 years down the line, Israel gets $5 billion package from US, but that $5 billion will have a value which may be 10 times less. So it will not be a big amount at that time. So this is the impact of BRICS, and this impact will help to eliminate wars because Israel will not be able to wage wars, and thus there will be peace in the Middle East. Now the other thing is Israel is still targeting Lebanon and Gaza. And yesterday there were reports it attacked Syria. So for smaller countries, Israel is able to do smaller wars, but so far it has not been able to attack Iran because Iran attacked Israel on 1st of October, you remember, and it destroyed the Nevatim air base from where Israel used to have its military air force base. All the F-35 fighter jets as well as a large number of missiles are kept there. So that Nevatim air base is largely destroyed, and now Israel said it will take revenge, but you can see more than 20 days have passed and no attack. They have been talked like they are preparing. From US they got third radar system to help guide the missiles, to help detect uh, missiles from its enemies, so that Israel will be more effective. Then $5.5 billion package was announced by US 2 days back. So still Israel is not able to attack Iran, and at the same time the US officials are declaring or saying that Israel should stop the wars. Like Antony Blinken was in Beirut, and from there he said that Israel should stop wars, should start ceasefire, start talking for peace, for settlement. So on one hand, US is trying to force Israel for ceasefire and peaceful talks. On the other hand, it is financing Israel to do all these wars. So moving forward, the thing is that Israel cannot attack Iran because Iran is big and powerful, and if it attacks, then uh, Iran itself is able to fight war with Israel, even with the support of US. Like without support of US, Israel is nothing. It gets financial package as well as military assistance from US. So combined forces of US and Israel still will be not be able to defeat Iran. That is the scenario. And if it happens, then other countries like Russia will openly side with Iran. China will come in, and it will turn into a world war, which nobody wants. So the thing is, slowly, uh, Iran and Brics countries are winning on battlefront as well as economic front, and in future we will see decline of US already which is happening, and decline of Israel.